rising. Come on in here. Greetings and salutations. Bonjour, money's cookies. Hello. Bueno. Anyway, come on in here. Honey, it is 11:20. And I'm barely waking up. Bitch, I didn't go to bed until like 4:30 this morning. Okay. But it's okay. Because bitch, we still got shit to do. So anyway, I just want to stop through for like 2 minutes, okay? Because I really got some things I got to do. So listen, y'all, I received so many emails about the Lucky Leprechaun Money Oil, and I'm so excited. You know, we talked about this for such a long time. And if you remember, we did a class back in the day, was called, I think it was called the Lucky 33 ritual, but it was like a ritual slash class kind of thing. And I have just been using the same formula because, of course, when you make something that works, keep using it. So I've been using the same formula. I just kind of upgraded it. But we're gonna do a video on that later today. I know I said yesterday, but I did so much stuff yesterday. And you know me, honey, I don't like to overwhelm myself. But either way, I did receive um, some people send emails. I've not checked them yet. I did not get to all of them yet. And then I also got some cash outs for some people. I was like, girl, come on in here. They're like, Mystic, I'm the first in that motherfucking list because what I didn't say is I'm gonna be limiting um I'm gonna be limiting what I sell. And I think I'm gonna make it only 20 because of course going into glass and stuff, I already have the glasses for the oils. Um I do need to get the spray bottles because I don't know how many people are gonna actually get into the the spray that you use either on yourself or on your car, in your house, however you want to use it. Everything is good. And then of course the candles. I don't know how many people wanted the candles. So I'm like, listen, candles, we got that, girl. We're like a candle storage, bitch. Okay, bitch. When I tell you, I got 2 utility shelves for the purpose of keeping my stock of candles on hand. Okay, because I'm either doing spiritual work or for myself or for clients. So there you go. So like I said, I'll come back with that later today. And we're probably gonna push it until Monday because of course, like I said, yes, I wanted to come on here last night, but I was too busy. When I got home, okay, I had some things I had to do, like remove my motherfucking TV and take the fucking. That's another motherfucking thing too. They be making these big ass TVs and have the nerve to give you these fucking stands for these TVs, and these legs be like pencil legs, like motherfucker. And then it's like, girl. So I had to like let me adjust it. Let me take that anyway. Just stupid shit, y'all. So we got that done. Today I'm starting my fast. And when I say fast, I don't mean starvation. I know a lot of girls like to fast and not eat. Your brain needs carbs, good carbs. So I will, when I say fast, yeah, honey, my fast and prayer is not eating what I love to eat. And I still get my results. It doesn't mean for me, I can't eat nothing, honey. Okay. Now, of course, unless I'm not hungry. Because, so that, while you're sleeping, I guess that's a fast too. I try not to eat 3 to 4 hours before I go to bed. But last night, I think it was 6 hours. Last time I ate was 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 p.m. And then I'm probably going to wait to eat at 1 o'clock. So that's going to be a real good fast today, honey. No food fast. And then I'm going to go get me a cute little salad, girl. Okay. But anyway, so like so I'm be coming back for that. And yeah, I did get, emails like that. I checked some of them, not all of them. Because I was doing so much yesterday. And I was like, yeah, let me stay focused so I don't feel like I'm being overwhelmed. And nothing bad. I just that's how I stop myself from stressing because I'm so hands on with everything that I do that I become mentally, emotionally involved. And of course, that's a good thing for the most part, but it also become bad because, of course, you're putting your work and other things before your needs. And I learned not to do that. So anyway, y'all, and I listen, and I slept with this damn bed elevated today, and I don't know what the fuck that is, but I wake up today and everything is just draining, and I'm like, girl, if I want to sleep with this bed elevated tomorrow, bitch. And it's like slighted elevated. Like I want to say like 60 degrees, honey. And I'm like, girl, yeah, we ain't doing that, girl, tonight, girl. We're gonna put it flat or we're gonna put it all the way up. Anyway, so let me see what's up in there. Come on in there, Jay. Yes, honey. Grand Rising. Come on in, Lady K. How you doing? Yes, honey. I really won't hold y'all on today. I just wanted to stop by for that. I did receive some messages um, that I want to touch on last weekend or the weekend before that. And every time I got on, it totally slipped my mind. But I get a lot of questions about readings and messages, right? Like how messages come through. And I don't think people fully understand. And there's lots of books out there on this too, on, being able to, we're going to say psychic abilities, right? Being able to tap in and to read or interpret energy. And it depends on the type of energy. It depends on the type of psychic you are, right? All of the clairs deals with interpreting energy, whether it's uh, octaves, whether it's which is sound, whether it's vibrations, which is sound, going into colors, and anyway, just very interesting stuff. And either way, anyway, so going into this, like I said, I just got up to, excuse me, honey. I've probably been up for a good 35 minutes now because I just didn't get up and say, oh my God, I'm getting here. But I said, let me start this before I get up and do my thing, honey. So, for what I learned through experiences, is that messages come in there's three levels, right? And there's possibly more, but we're just going to say the three ones that really stand out to me that I'm like really, really aware of. So, when you are interpreting things spiritually, it does not look, if it ever looks like, let's say for a good example, someone is here giving you a reading on anything, right? You want to know about a person. And you're like, well, what does this person look like to me? When you're seeing this person in all of their glory, right? This means that this is a very deep message because I don't think this have anything to do with your ability. Because I've seen people that are alleged mediums and they can channel energy and they're really good at what they do. They make good money and they have a good consistent base because good money means you have a consistent base. People think that the more people that you're attached to, the more people you can get, then that means that you are successful. Not when it comes to spiritual world, honey. If you have a consistent base, people are constantly supporting you and they trust your opinion. And I won't say only your opinion, but for the most part, yeah, they can trust only your opinion. That means you're definitely good at what you do because it's all about, establishing trust and definitely it's like any relationship, trust and excellent communication. Like, bitch, don't lie to me. And when you're seeing something, tell me directly what you're seeing or what you're feeling. And that's what I learned to do, honey. And of course, in the beginning, some people are like, I don't really like that. I don't like how you were so upfront with me and da 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 da. And then down the line, I'm so thankful that you were so direct with me. Yeah, honey, because I wouldn't want you to be sugarcoating shit for me, honey. If I ask, I go, that's the other thing too. When you ask, I be hating that shit when you be asking people questions and they be giving you to run around. How many what's a good example? Because I went straight to the other T. Um, you'd be like, so what are you up to today? Good question. What are you up to today? Well, yesterday No, 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 no. What are you up to today? Girl, giving you the whole rundown of what led up to today. That's not what I asked. I said, what are you doing today? And then sometimes they'll be like, what do you mean, what am I doing today? Or what is who doing today? You're the only one on the phone. Anyway, they just be giving you the runaround. Like, honey, just give me the direct answer. You don't got to give me the runaround and double talk and all that good shit. So there's three ways these messages come through. If it's a real deep message, like you really like it's something like alarming, right? You're gonna see it, I think, very, very clear, right? Especially when it comes to details. The details are gonna be very clear. You're gonna say, okay, well, I'm noticing this, that, blah, 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 or I'm feeling this, that, blah, 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 or I'm hearing this, that, blah, 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 blah. So it's gonna come in really, really um as if it would come through in the waking state, right? And like I said, I feel like that's when it's spirit really trying to connect you to say, hey, pay attention to this. This is important. The second way, okay, would be partial, what I call partial, not partial interpretation, but partial revelation. Okay. Meaning that it may not come through exactly, and we can keep this on mediumship too. Like you're seeing things, right? You're like, yeah, I'm seeing a car, and I'm seeing a man, and I'm seeing a house, and and I'm seeing a dog with a pink bow. It's not gonna look how when you're seeing this stuff, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it clearly like this dog. You're in your own mind, you're interpreting it as dog because maybe you're seeing it come through as a furry face, but not really cat face. You see like a longer snout, and you're like, oh, this is a dog. Right. And then going into the pink, you're like, okay, well, I know the color pink. So there's a pink bow there and blah, 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 blah. Going into a car, you know what a car looks like. So you might just only see the wheels. Okay. And people are like, what kind of, model or what make of car this is, and you're standing, you're like, damn, it kind of looks like a Honda, right? And nowadays, this is so weird too that this is actually manifesting because 10 years ago, when someone would ask that type of question, what type of model of car, you could say it looks like a Chrysler Sebring, and then people would say, oh, okay, well, it's either Sebring or it's this car. Nowadays, all cars are starting to look alike. Jaguars, Malibu, Chevy Malibus, Jaguars, and what is that other car? They all look fucking alike. You're like, wait a minute. That looks like a fucking Chevy Malibu, and they just put a fucking Jaguar emblem on it. Anyway, it's crazy. And people are actually doing that too, from what I was told down there in Florida, honey. They're really doing that. Hello. But so now it's a little like, bitch, you either have to get it all together or you gotta be like, honey, it's a Chrysler make and it's giving me blah 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 blah. And then you have the reverse side, and this I always say too, things in the spiritual realm, and I guess it's how you go into things that have not fully manifested and that's starting to manifest, but it's just in another reality right now. Because of course we get into being multidimensional physically and spiritually. There are dimensions to everything, going into dimensions of time, going into dimensions of finances, going into dimensions of spirituality, going into dimensions of love. Right? There's dimensions in all things. And if you do not believe, you can look up the definition of what dimensions actually mean. So going through dimensions, you're always evolving. And that's why I used to get so sick of when I would hear people be like, I'm being delivered from this and that. And it's like, why are people always saying they're being delivered from negative stuff and not being delivered from positive? Because being delivered is basically coming through, right? And even thinking about going into like pregnancies and stuff, right? Like you are delivered, and it wasn't a bad experience being inside your mother's womb. You didn't come from the pits of hell. I mean, depending on the type of mother you had, maybe, but for the most part, you came from a very loving, warm, comfortable place. You just elevate it. So being delivered is not always a bad thing. And just like I was talking about possessions, everybody get possessed by demons and stuff, but nobody really talks about being possessed by angels or being possessed by good spirits. And I'm just like, but that happens. So when something good happened, it was you that did it. When something bad happened, it was the devil. Like that sounds like some victimization shit to me, honey. That don't sound like somebody who's willing to take responsibility for their own life. And so things look different in the spirit realm than from the physical realm, or things look different in other dimensions when you're in this dimension. So going into that, even going into the sonogram and stuff, they call it a 3D sonogram, but it doesn't give you 3D though. No shade. Okay, let's think about pregnancy. When they give you a 3D sonogram, that don't look like no damn 3D sonogram. You see the baby, but you don't see the baby. Like you still see like clusters of stuff and girl, you still see an alien. No shade. You still see an alien type of thing. So there's the flipped side, the reverse side, and I call it, I won't say the most accurate, but I will say where things will be flipped over. So a lot of times you're getting readings done and people are like, it looks like there's something attached to the ear, or there's something attached to the hands. And you're like, well, there's only fingers attached. But when they're seeing this, bitch, it looks flipped around. It looks like, bitch, is that a hand or is that something else there? Like, so anyway, so the flip side to things, right? And I told y'all this a couple of months ago. I think we did a midnight metanoia on something. And I need to start thinking about too doing midnight metanoias either in the morning or do midnight metanoias only on the days where I'm not doing nothing else. So I'm not like really pulling in shit even when I'm done. Because I had a dream that I went to this place and it felt like a park and they had flyers everywhere and the flyers were like flipped around and shit, right? And let me tell you what's so creepy about this. Because I watched Sandman. This is around the time that I don't know if Sandman had just came out or if someone just told me about Sandman. I just barely started watching it. But literally, I want to say a month before that episode where he went into the dream world, I don't remember who it was, but they were seeing cars and shit, and everything was flipped to the other side. I got fucking chills because I was like, oh my God, they're really giving us some tea on Sandman. Because in another realm of the astral realm, within another dimension, because it's not always the astral realm, things look flipped. And so I was seeing this, and and I could clearly see the person's name, right? Clearly saw the name, but everything else looked flipped around, right? Like the address. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck could this mean? And I'm sitting here, telling someone, and they're like, let me see if I can look this up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing this, and it looked like it could have been Lavenstein, but it was something else. But anyway, just some very creepy shit. But that's also how things will manifest. It will manifest in your interpretation as reversed. So the dollar might appear as $100, and of course this could go into misaccurate, not being so accurate when it comes to readings and stuff. Because you could be like, I'm seeing a $50 bill when it's $100 bill, and people are gonna say, well, Benjamin Franklin and Ulysses, they all look different. You're right. And in the awakened state, they do. But baby, like I said, going into the spiritual world, there's times I've seen people where I'm like, I had a dream that I thought I saw Madonna. And girl, it was actually not in Madonna. And they were talking about Cher. And I was like, bitch, they don't look alike. In the awakened state, they don't. But in a spiritual state, they definitely can have a lot of similarities. And we can even go into spiritual energies. They could be the same energy that influenced Madonna could have influenced Cher. So you think you're having a dream about Cher and it's Madonna, or vice versa. So it's very, very interesting how messages come through when you are interpreting energies. Now, of course, like I said, everyone is different. But from my experience, and even going to people I know who give readings, I'm sure they will vouch and be like, oh, this is why I was seeing this, right? Like, I saw something that looked like a good example. Someone I know was like, yeah, I'm seeing this person, and At first, for a minute, I was thinking, well, maybe they saw this person's Facebook page just for a very quick second. And I still think they possibly saw, now I'm speaking about it, I do still think they possibly saw their Facebook. And that's what I said, that's why I don't read people I know. Because if I know you, I'm going to read you, and I could be telling you something that you told me, you know, weeks prior that I don't remember you telling me. And then subconsciously, my conscious is telling me, it's connected to the subconscious, and I'm interpreting back what you already told me. Now you realize, oh my God, I already told you that. So it's like, bitch, well, I really was giving you what I felt, and now it's giving you that. I'm repeating what you already told me. That's why I tell y'all, don't feed me nothing for readings. But anyway, someone gave a reading that I know, and they were describing someone, and for the most part, what they were describing was accurate, but some of it was a little different. And then when I explained to them what it was, they're like, "Oh, this is why I was seeing that then. Remember I said that?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, see the interpretation. So you were seeing things reversed, right? You were seeing things reversed." So like I said, very, very interesting stuff, honey. Very. Being transparent and truth and love. Come on in here. I'm glad I started following you, Mister. Thank you so much, Lady K, for that. It's been a long time, Lady K. It's been a long time. Some of y'all been here since 20. Girl, we're gonna say 20 for sure. 2016, 20, maybe even 2014, maybe 2013. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all been here since I started that YouTube channel in 2011, and I just wasn't there to pay attention. During that time, honey, I was barely on YouTube. I would just come through, drop some knowledge, and keep it on moving. How? Come on in here. I will give my medicine and keep on moving. And I really want to say this too. I practice what I preach. Anyone who knows me could tell you this. I practice what I preach. The advice that I give people, I only give people, and I only give advice when I really care about a person, or I'm like, damn, I see their potential. Like, and of course, I'm stopping myself from doing that, because you become too, being, hypersensitive, you become too involved and you burn out, because you're like, damn, I really want this person to be the best, and they don't want to be the best. And so you have to, detach yourself and separate your energy and call back your energy. And that's what I do a lot, especially the recent years. I really do that when I feel like I'm getting too involved or too connected. Um, I call back my energy and I separate. And so what I tell y'all now, what I share with y'all, I really apply it to my life. And that's why I keep saying, there's no way that if you've been through something in your life, let's say your whole life, no one ever taught you how to be a civilized person, and you've been a debt to society and not a productive helper. But yet you're trying to convince everybody that you're of the light, right? Because you're either of the light or you're of the dark, and of the dark means you have no soul. Even people that operate in evil, and I always talk about this before, has some type of light in them. Because if you did not have light in you, you wouldn't be alive. And something that's even deeper to even understand that your eyes, okay, interpret information from light. That's why they're doing studies now saying that having sunlight, going outside into the sun, heal you. People used to think it was because the sun is touching your body. No, it is the light of the sun getting into your eyes, your ocular, and it's going through your body, and it's sending information to your body. So it's telling your lungs to work properly. It's telling your liver to work. I'm like, say, y'all can look this stuff up, honey. I've been on this shit for years. So everything interprets light. The words we speak, right? The things we hear, it's an interpretation of light. There was a saying that they were talking about, when I hear sounds, I see colors. And people are like, that's a little crazy. No, it's not. We are informational beings, and we send and we receive light. And there's no way around that. I don't care how evil you think you are, because you've been violated, because you've been, tampered with. I don't care how evil you think you are, because of, you just want to be a Billy Badass. Because, bitch, when you're dead, none of that shit really even matter. But like I say, you either of the light or you're of the dark. And if you're of the dark, you have no soul. You have no soul, honey, if you are of the dark. You are just a robot. And that's why I kind of laughed. The bitch said that stop making these AI pictures because they're gonna start making an AI like you, or don't be shocked when you walk around and you see somebody look like you. And I'm like, but bitch, everybody else is AIs. So they're gonna make an AI that look like you and you're an AI. And that's how I be thinking too. Like people be so fucking egotistical. Like you just the baddest shit that ever walked this planet. Well, I don't want them to use my image without my permission. The fuck are you? You're not even all that damn cute, bitch. Stop it. Look at how fucking mess. Anyway, so like I said, giving information, experienced and listening to older people. A lot of people had to learn through their own experiences majorly, right? Or they had older people, not elders, older people influencing them, and these were badass people. They have fucked up ass lives. They wanted these young people to have fucked up ass lives. So that's how a lot of people that have been in and out of jail. They're saying it's a system, but whatever. I'll step off of that. That's not my business. And then you have some people like myself who's from the gutter, who's from the motherfucking hood. And we talk about this for bitch, and we would gladly share this. Before my mother had me or any of my siblings, my mother was with my brother's dad. And this man was a well-known drug dealer. And I'm not gonna put too much out there because I'm not a dry snitch, you know, but I've seen the tea and I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. My older brother's dad was a drug dealer. And when my mom met him, this is somebody who felt like a black sheep of the family. He turned her out. And so she would help him. She would help him do stuff. And with that being stated, that's why I said when my mom, you know, got kids, she would say God, loaned us to her. And of course, for the major part, I think she said that because, yeah, if she wouldn't have had kids, my mom would have probably been behind bars somewhere. My mom would have probably been, girl, like she would have had a whole nother life. But God gave her children and it changed her. So, like I said, I know where I come from and I know where I'm going. And it's not going to any place like that. So that's why I spend my life saying, bitch, let me work against things. Let me do A, B, C, D, so that's never my life. People talked about it before going into Oakland. People talked about it before going into LA. Bitch, South Central, bitch. I got family all over motherfucking California. Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords, GDs. Bitch, all over. Chicago, bitch. Hello. Carbondale, bitch. All over motherfucking America. All over. But like I said, I don't want to be a part of that. And don't think because somebody is gay or transgender that they can't be a part of that shit because those are easy people to use as runners. I know a lot of girls. There's two girls right now. I know one is from Philly, where niggas get silly, and the other one is motherfucking from Louisiana. And bitch, they're transgenders and they've been to prison as transgenders for doing some shit that has to do with that gang stuff. So I'm like, girl, I want it different. Going into me being the receiver, me being the one that was going to change things. That's why my life is very different for many people in my family. Bitch, I knew it was my job to change things. I knew it was my job to bring in a level of elevation in my lineage. And even going into my nieces and nephews, they're not my children, but they still share my blood. And I became conscious before they even came about. So the information that I had, I shared. And although one of my siblings took the wrong way and they became a Hebrew Israelite, that's not really my business. Because back in the day, girl, they were like Christian, but they still passed on that information somehow, some way. And now their kids is growing up and their kids are, 14, 15, 18, graduate from high school with straight A's, even though their parents didn't. You know, they have extracurricular activity, receiving grants and stuff. They're doing big things. Once again, shifting and changing. And going into my generation, my first cousins, a lot of them didn't graduate from high school. A lot of them were in juvenile hall. A lot of them were in fucking prison before they're fucking 18 years old. A lot of them had a record. I had a cousin who barely became eligible to get his license at 41 years old. because he would drive without his license as a teenager to where they literally said, bitch, provoked. And he didn't have no fucking license. So they said, bitch, you gonna wait until you're this age to get a fucking license. And he's barely able to get a license right now. And I never knew they could do that until then. I think when he first, yeah, I think I was probably like, ooh, maybe like 11 years old when he first had his experience. Um, yeah, I think I was 11, or the very last one, because I think he stole my grandma's car. That was the very last experience he had. So anyway, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But changing things and once again applying what I learned and stopping, right? You don't got to do bad shit to learn lessons. Everybody, once again, they give the accolades to the people who had a fucked up ass life and go around and blame everybody for their fucked up ass life. So let me go do fucked up ass shit. Let me go rob a bank. Let me go blah 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 blah. And then it's, oh, she turned her life around. That's good for her. No, bitch, it's good for the bitch who lived her fucking life, who struggled and never did stupid shit like that. Because she said, I don't want to burden other people with my bullshit. Or she said, I don't want to be in a deeper hole than what I'm actually. I'm like, the bitch had common sense when she was fucking younger. Those are the motherfuckers that should be receiving those fucking accolades. Ain't no, well, God used her as a tool so she could come forward and tell other gang members how to change their life. The fuck up out of here, girl. The fuck about it. We all have fucking choices. And the shit still ain't work. All these recovering addicts, and there's still addicts out there. All these recovering gang bangers, and we still got gang bangers out there. Make it make sense to me. Ain't no God using nobody, girl. And it is a God, it ain't no higher God. But you can keep that shit, honey. It ain't no higher God. Girl, that's their lesson for them to learn, and move on from it. It's not their lesson for them to learn to come out and say, well, I was a thief too, and I'm here to help you change. No, bitch, once a thief, I was a fucking thief. Bitch, prove me wrong. Once a liar, I was a fucking liar. Bitch. That's why I say, bitch, ask somebody's mom and daddy if they were liars. How about that? Let's start with my mama, girl. Let me call her and ask her, was I a liar? Bitch, once a liar, always a fucking liar, girl. Okay? Once a thief, always. Anyway, y'all. Let me go, y'all. Let me go, honey. I'm getting, girl, listen. Same man was my shit. Come on in here. I know that's right, honey. Listen, y'all. I'm going to go. I'm going to check that in. I'm going to check that, my messages right now as I get dressed. Okay, it's 11:53. As I get dressed, I'm going to check my messages. And I'm gonna get up and go, girl. I'm gonna go get me probably a peanut butter almond chia seed smoothie, girl. They soak chia seeds. They make their own almond milk, their own almond butter, and they put in blueberries, dates, and cinnamon, girl. When I tell y'all, baby, 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 it hits the spot. So we're gonna get that. Then I'm gonna go get me a salad from the Habit. Shout out to the Habit. Yes, girl, they good. Girl, I got $10 worth of tickets. They call it char tickets, girl. I'm not gonna redeem that yet though. It don't expire until June of this year, girl. So for my birthday, girl, I'm gonna redeem the char tickets, and they're probably gonna send me another one. Hello, and you can redeem as many as you need to. Hello. So we're gonna go get us a Santa Barbara Cobb salad, girl, bacon on the side. And I'm gonna give me some chicken bites. No, I don't need no chicken bites. No, bitch, I could get some chicken bites, girl. I could get some chicken bites, girl. Yes, girl. My blood work came back, girl. Cholesterol's looking good. Everything's looking good. Glucose looking good. Everything looked good. The only thing that looked kind of bad was what is it? Something filtration. But it said that this could be worse than what it actually is, or better, because of dehydration and shit. And girl, I really didn't drink water, y'all, because I thought the motherfucker said a fast altogether. I didn't know I could drink water. Bitch, I didn't drink water. This was at 2 o'clock when I got the blood work done. I did not drink water since 10 o'clock the night before. So I was extremely dehydrated. and I want to say my points was like 7 points over. So they were like, that's not really alarming. Of course, I still need to, slim down. I am overweight. Everything looks good, girl. Blood, no risk for stroke, no risk for heart attacks. Everything looked good. They checked everything, girl. My A1C, they checked my hemoglobin, they checked my filtration rate, they checked everything, girl. STDs, STIs, girl. Prolactin levels. Girl, let me get into that, girl, before we motherfucking go to y'all. Let's get into this. Let's get into this really quickly. Let me see right now. They got into my prolactin levels, and I think this is a key. I think this is a key girl. Let's pull this up really quickly. I thought this was a key girl. Oh, they check your thyroid too. Thyroid looked good too. Thyroid stimulating hormone TSH. My THH was 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. And it said it goes from 0.4 to 4.2. So that's real good, girl. You eat a lot of seafood. I'm sure it would have been higher than that. Well, let me get into the prolactin, girl, and the estrogen, girl. They checked creatine and calculated glomerular filtration rate, fasting glucose, hemoglobin A1C, alanine aminotransferases, which is the ALT, which deals with your liver. And that's looking real good too. Even though I'm a big bitch, girl, you get fatty liver and stuff. It says that it ranges from 0 to 41. Mine is actually 22. So really good, girl. Oh, they checked your B12 too, girl. Let me take out my B12, girl. Because I take my B12, girl. That's how I get my energy, girl. Where's the B12 at? Vitamin B12, girl. They check the B12 in your body. Right here. It's called Coma Balantian. No. It's called Cobalin. Where the fuck is it at? Anyway, Cobalin something. So it says right here, biotin, or excuse me, vitamin B12, it should be less than, or no, it should be greater than 200, right? Honey, why is my B12 at 687? Oh, it said that actually could be falsely interpreted. It said falsely elevated results are possible. Oh, if you took B12 within 8 hours of the of the test. Oh, okay. It said normal is greater than or equal to 200. Borderline is 230, so that means kind of low. But girl, mine was 687, girl. Okay, hello. That means my nerves are very good too, girl. Hello. Who you doing? But anyway, let's get into the prolactin and estradiol. It's at my estradiol levels, and this is the range that they should be. It says the estradiol levels should be postmenopausal, okay, less than 50 mpg. Luteal is 341 mpg. Ovulation is 400 pg. Follicular is 223, which is what they're saying is premenopausal. The crazy thing about it is my levels is 240. So that's between follicular and ovulation. And I want to actually Google right now because girl, you know what they say, girl. I don't know. I didn't look this up. Yes, I barely read these results yesterday. Is it possible for? Let me see something, honey. Estradiol. Uh, I know the girls are gonna gag when I send them this copy. Girl, girl. I'm gonna have to wait until my doctor come on in here. Because I tried to type in something to be cute, and I told you I've not taken hormones in years, girl. And I haven't had no reproductive surgeries, and it's saying that for males and postmenopausal women, it's anywhere from um 20 to 55. It says for pre-menopausal women, it's 30 to 400 and this is estrogen levels. I'm right down the middle of that. Girl. Yeah, wait until my doctor called me girl. Wait until my doctor called me girl. Wait until my doctor called me. Wait until my doctor called me girl. I'm reading more shit. Anyway, so let's get into the prolactin levels, girl. And I'm done. And I'm done for the day. And I'm done for the day, girl, because I'm feeling real fishy. I'm gonna have to ask my mom, do she smell fish on me? Matter of fact, why did I ask Lachey that yesterday? Girl, do I smell fishy today, girl? Ow! Because my blood is saying fish all day. Okay, it says prolactin levels is between 3 and 30. I'm at 15. It says standard range of prolactin levels 3 to 30. I'm at 15. I'm right down the middle. So she's gonna let me know what the fuck that means to the endocrinologist, girl. She can let me know what that means too, girl. Because girl, I need to know what the fuck's going on. Girl. I know prolactin, there was a whole bunch of tea, girl. I need her to let me know what's going on, Miss Thing, okay? Huida. Anyway, you all, so that's really it, you all. That's all I wanted to share with y'all right now, girl. Girl, let's go. They did a CBC too, girl. Total blood count, girl. Is that what it said? It says total blood count. So here we go. Let's do it. It says WBC count should be between 3.7, and I think that's white blood cells count 3.7 to 11.1 minus 6.0. Red blood cells should be between 3.6 and 570 minus at 4.75. Hemoglobin or HGB should be between 11.5 and 15. Oh, mine is at 14.1. Hematocrit should be between 34 and 46. Mine is at 40.2. MCV is 80 between 80 and 120 FL. Mine is at 90. RDW, RBC, don't know what the fuck that means. Value should be between 12 and 6.5. Mine is at 12.2. My platelets count it's 285, and it should be between 140 to 400. Okay. I hope she better not say girl, because I know that's right in the middle, but girl, I'm like, girl, she might say, girl, we're gonna have to get the count on that with the hormones, because the hormones make you clot. Okay. We don't want you to get no clot. And then RBC nucleate says that standard is 0 /100 WC, and mine is at 0/400 forward/100 WC, girl. Really cute girl. Cute blood work, girl. What I was speaking about with the T girl. Oh, let's get into where's it at? Where's the glucose girl? Let's get into the glucose girl. Now, girl, now mind you, girl, this is a week, y'all, of me eating candy every day. When I say candy, girl, Sour Patch Kids and shit, I was eating it pretty late. Girl said fasting glucose standard is 60 to 99. Mine was 101, bitch. 101, bitch. 101, girl. 2 points over. 2 points over, girl. And I Googled that and they said that's not bad. I said, girl, but it kind of is, but it's not really, girl. Okay, because the bitch is that bitch, girl. Okay. Anyway, girl, let me go. Let me go, honey. Let me go, girl. Let me go, girl. Let me go. 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 Go. Colon cancer is on the rise in young adults. Why? Wow, y'all. Young people are dying of colon cancer. Y'all better start eating right or get left back. Anyway, most people don't use common sense. You said it, Lady K. I'm a sinner. I know that's right, honey. You are, honey. RBC is red blood cells. Yes, it is. Come on in here. Come on in here. What is WBC? White blood cells. What is WB? What is WDW? Ow! Come on in here. Come on here, WCW. Ow! Girl, bye. This motherfucker tried that girl. Girl looking like Chun Li. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Listen, oh wow, not colon cancer. Yes, honey. Listen, but see, a lot of people are like letting their stuff go, and I just been having. How would I say this? I think we are natural beings, and I think that a lot of people are doing a lot of things. Now, I don't think that they're talking about this because, like, I was looking up stuff like on intermittent fasting, and that's actually a real big craze right now. There's three things that are a big craze. One of them, I think, is called Velitropic. I've never heard of that. Um, and I'm gonna tell you this right now because yeah, I looked it up last night. Let me tell you what this consists of. Let me tell you right now. Hold on. Let me tell you right now. Where is it at? Did I close it down? I thought I kept the window open. Fuck. Girl, are you fucking kidding me? I know you fucking lying. Hold on. Was it called every no, it wasn't called that. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Um this is a government site. This is a government site about meal prep and stuff, and a lot of people don't even know that. You go to the government website and figure out foods of how to feed your children healthy and stuff too. People don't go by that though. They feed them what they want to feed them, and that's not my business, honey. But let me get into this. There's actually where is it at? This is not the one I clicked on. This one too. Job John Hopkins. And sleep plays a big role in your health, overall health too. Staying hydrated and sleeping plays a real big health. People don't know that. Lack of sleep and all that good stuff, honey. Yeah, it causes your body to shut down. So you start developing diseases like blood pressure issues. Yeah, all that, girl. Let me see. Where is it at? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fucking wait, honey. I'm gonna have to wait, girl. The Lisa is showing you how to measure fruit sizes by your hand. It's saying that your thumb, the tip of your thumb is a tablespoon. The base of your thumb is an ounce. The palm of your hand is 3 ounces. The tip of your pointer finger is 1 teaspoon. The size of your fist is 1 cup. And your hand open flat is 1 to 2 ounces. Wow, y'all, that's really deep. Anyway, they were talking about it was a chart I came across that they're saying ways to prevent a lot of stuff, hypertension. They were talking about stopping high blood pressure, stopping diabetes, and this is a government website too. It was like a CDC or something. And you know what to eat, and they were advising the Mediterranean diet because Mediterranean people believe that it's healthy to socialize and eat and blah 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 blah. It helps with your digestion, also the good shit. We talked about that before, too, seeing like. But anyway, it was going into the three popular types of diets, and it said that or lifestyle changes, and one of them was something like Vilotropics. Girl, let me see. I want to see it because girl, let me see. I was looking up other shit too, and girl, here we go. Duh. National Library of Medicine.gov, ncbi.nlm.nih.gov books. They go over a whole bunch of T's of preventing elements and conditions within the human body. And it says our general goal is to promote and support healthful eating patterns, emphasizing a variety of nutrient dense foods in appropriate portion size in order to improve overall health, as well as to maintain and achieve body weight goals, attain individual glycemic blood pressure and lipid goals, as well as delay and prevent any complications of diabetes. Motherfuckers do what the fuck they want to do. So it breaks down carbohydrates, it breaks down nutritional sugars, it breaks down sugar, alcohol. They're going to a lot of shit, girl. Glutens, they're going to all this good stuff, girl. How much fat you should eat, what are good fats, what are bad fats, monosaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, omega-3 fatty acid, trans fats, cholesterols, all the good stuff, girl. And it gives you the sources of where you can get these fats from. So it's actually saying that mono unsaturated are really, really good for you. And the only ones I'll be eating up on here, girl, will be avocado, olive, almond, pecan, and pumpkin seed oil. Oh, there's the sesame oil too, girl. So I guess I'll be eating a lot of Chinese food. But anyway, so it goes into even like signs and stuff that you're not eating healthy based on your stools and stuff, girl. It goes into your protein intake, vitamins and minerals. The minerals that you should make sure you stay on is sodium, magnesium, and chromium. We talked about this before. Chromium deals with your brain. Hello? Anyway, it goes into herbal supplements, blah, blah, blah. So let me go down to what I was looking at, girl. And they also break down age brackets and stuff too, honey. Yeah. And what to do to prevent hypoglycemic and hyperglycemia. Goes into all that. Exercising, glucose levels, what exercise can do. Girl goes into all the tea, girl. But let me do this. Let me find this. It's a lot. Mediterranean style eating. They say Mediterranean people don't eat that much meat. They stay away from sweets. They eat daily or weekly chicken, eggs, cheese, and yogurt. Often, at least 2 times per week, they eat fish and seafood. Daily servings of fruits, vegetables, breads, pastas, rice, other whole grains, potatoes, olive oil, beans, nuts, legumes, seeds, herbs, and spices. And then it says the last one is to be physically active and enjoy meals with others. So, anyway, let me get into the tea where I was getting into, girl. It says right here, here we go. Here we go, girl, right here. Oh, volumetric. Oh my God, I was fucking it up. It's called volumetric. So it says that intermediate fasting is a very popular, it has been increasing in the past couple of years because of weight loss and also better control of illnesses, especially when it comes to diabetes and hypertension, blah, 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 blah. It also goes into flexitarians, which is an eating plan that combines the words vegetarian and flexible. It is mainly plant based, but meats can be added occasionally. Yeah, I guess I was a flexitarian girl. Then they went into keto. Keto is the third most popular, and people actually invented keto to treat people with epilepsy. It says that more studies have been used in patients with T2 diabetes and also currently being studied in the adjunctive treatments for a variety of conditions, including pain and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It goes into results of having a T2 diabetes have shown to have positive benefits with ketogenic diets, with the blood glucose, insulin sensitivity, and lowering anti-glycemic medications, with the sustained very low carbohydrate intake. And then the volumetrics is a plan used food energy density and works by cutting the energy density of your meals and making the choices to fight hunger. The food is divided into 4 groups, and it goes into this. It goes into Jenny Craig. It goes into the Ornish diet. It goes into the vegan diet. It goes into Weight Watchers, and it goes into technology. And either way, what it was saying was that everyone is on the fasting, intermediate fasting, but the people I know that intermediate fast, they don't do it correctly. Like, according to your age range, there's levels to this, right? Your age range, your gender, your lifestyle, even going into windows, right? Like, you pick a window. I know people that did, intermediate fasting, and they were just like literally like 1 meal a day, and my window is going to be in the evening time. But it's like, the fuck? Your sugar levels are more prone to being raised in the evening. Anyway, I won't get into that. Girl, I won't get excited. If I'm eating one meal a day, it's gonna be the breakfast, or they actually said midday. If you're gonna eat one meal a day, it should be midday, one meal a day. Everything else should be, water, whatever. But anyway, so I was looking into that, and they were speaking about, everyone's doing it. I'm like, but there has to be some type of side effect to that, because that was the whole purpose of me bringing this up. Like, I think that consuming too much food all the time is bad because your body has to break down and digest everything. And that is a 4 to 6 hour process. So if you're just constantly eating right throughout the day, there's no limits. Your body is now breaking down all day, every day, which of course compromises your immunity, which makes you more sick. That's why when they said the people are, dying of CR19, I'm not shocked by that. Going into people that even smoke cigarettes, not being funny, but people who smoke cigarettes and they develop like CPOD and shit. I'm like, girl, I've been knowing people that have been smoking for 80 years. They've never developed shit like that. No shade. I even know somebody who's been smoking for 60 something years and they don't even got the smoker's cough. So I'm like, girl, like they doing something, girl, right? Okay. But anyway, so I'm like, I really do think that the side effects, like the Atkins diet, it took years for them to realize what was going on with the Atkins diet or South Beach diet, where people were having heart issues because they were having too much fucking fat. So the same thing with intermediate fast. I'm like, yeah, there's a proper way of intermediate fasting, but a lot of people are not doing it. And I really do think that that's going into um, the illnesses because let's say, for a good example, you're not eating, and then when you do eat, you're eating nothing but sweets. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna fast, and then when I do eat something, I'm gonna eat donuts and ho hos and twing twings and zing zings. Yeah, bitch. I think that's gonna adversely affect you. I think going into, even if you do have a caloric intake restriction, if you're eating more fruits and vegetables and high fiber, things like whole oats and whole grains, I think you're going to be good. I think if you're eating one meal a day and that one meal a day, once again, is still high carbs, high sugar, like white rice, white pasta, girl, I really think that that's going to create side effects and blood issues and stuff. And I even think that overall, this stuff affects our mental health. People got to understand what we put in our body affects our mental health. And that's everything. I know people don't like to talk about that, but your assholes connect to your motherfucking mouth. So if you really are into anal sex, baby, you really are putting shit in your motherfucking brain. Everything that goes inside the mouth or the booty goes goes inside the motherfucking brain. Can we talk about it? So if you're doing some fucked up ass nasty ass shit, then you wonder why you have an addiction. And oh my god, I can't get rid of this. It's hard to shake this. Well, yeah, because you're fucking with low vibrational things, and you're putting these things into your mind, and that's why it's getting fucked up. And I was even telling this to somebody last week where they were gagging. Like they laughed. And I was like, I'm being serious. Digestion is not just what you put in your mouth. It's also what your eyes see and your ears fucking hear. That's why I don't listen to certain type of music and I don't watch certain type of motherfucking people. And I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. Oh, why you don't really get into those shows? Because I don't need to. That fucks up your digestion. You ever see somebody eat something, or even somebody's talking about food, you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You're like, oh, that sounds good, whatever that is. Now you get hungry, shit. Your mouth is salivating. Your stomach is starting to cramp and shit. Girl, because you're digesting, because you're hearing shit. I mean, so you can look this up. This has been scientifically proven. So it's like, it's not just about I'm eating healthy, I'm eating salads, I'm drinking water. It's like, what is your sleep? You can eat healthy all day long, but if you're only sleeping 4 to 5 hours a day, then you're really fucking up yourself. That's the first thing first. Second thing, going into water too, hydration is key. But once again, going into what you watch, are you always around drama? Always Are you always around things that are gonna startle you and give you responses? Like, look at babies. Like, I learned this from babies, y'all. Right? Like in school, I took child development and stuff. I went up to child development 7, 8. Okay. After high school, I did not take child development. I should have. But I know a lot about a lot. And that's why as kids, bitch, I was babysitters. Okay, hello. My mom can verify that too, girl. That was one of my side hustles as a teenager. I will be a babysitter. Okay. I know a lot about children, Grove, and I don't have none. I know a lot about them. We can call people too. I got cousins that I babysit, niece and nephew I babysit, and they're very successful, thriving individuals because I believe in talking to kids like they're fucking adults. You don't cuss at them, but you definitely teach them too. Which we reading today. We get into the colors and shapes and numbers. I remember one of my nephew was like, I said, can you count for me? And he said, why? What do you mean why? Do you know how to count? No, but you know how to say ass and all that, huh? So I told him, I said, honey, Yeah, you don't know how to count. You don't know how to say your ABCs. You ain't get nothing from me. And I didn't give his ass the motherfucker thing. You know when that motherfucker realized that I wasn't playing, he said, "Oh shit, Nanny ain't playing." They called me TT or Nanny. And they were like, he was like, Nanny, this nephew would say Nanny. He's like, Nanny, and he's 18 now. He's like, oh, Nanny ain't fucking playing. So, bitch, every time he would see me, Nanny, ABC. Because he wanted that money, bitch. He said, where that $5 at? Where that dollar at, Nanny? Where that 200? Where that $20 at? But anyway, y'all. So going into, once again, children. Like when children see stuff, they hear stuff, they get startled, they jump, they scream and cry. Some kids cry. You're like, what the fuck are they crying about? There's nothing even scary going on. But maybe what they were getting was too much, right? Their sensor, they were getting too much of information at one time, and it just fucking scared the fuck out of them. Sometimes things happen and they don't even startle them, right? And so anyway, that's how we are. Even though we're grown up, our bodies still response. It still responds like kids. When we see certain things, when we hear certain things, your body clench up, your body loosens up, your body has a response to everything. And as I tell you, I pay attention. When I go into places, how you read your environment, you pay attention to your body. If my hair is standing up on the back of my motherfucking neck, if I feel like my wig shift, and I'm being real here, I feel like my wig shifts a little bit. I'm like, ooh, there's some bad shit up in here, honey. It's time for me to step out and go somewhere else, because bitch, there's a lot of stores around here I can go to. Okay, I don't have to just stay in this store. Okay, because y'all got a deal on eggs and shit, girl. Bye, I gotta go. Girl, going into, girl, eyes and shoulders and stuff. Do you feel yourself relaxed? Or do you feel like you're stiffening up when you're walking? Do you feel like, oh shit, I feel like my legs are locking up? Once again, this is your body responding to the environment. So once we learn how to do that, once again, we'll be better mentally, physically, emotionally. Once again, that's how I stay grounded, girl, mentally sane and stress free, which I pay attention to my body. If I'm on the phone with you and I feel like, ooh, I feel a little off, girl, bye. It's time to go. Somebody else on the other line. Now, somebody may not be on the other line, but bitch, we getting off this phone. Hello? Bitch, I go to a place. Once again, that's why I'm not a fan of, girl, you could come to my house. No, bitch, because I'll be that rude bitch. Come on over here. You walk through the door. I feel something funny. Yeah, ma'am. On second thought, go ahead and I'll meet you at Barnes and Nobles or something. Like, yeah, mama, we don't do that. That's why I'm like, yeah, let's meet in a public place. Everything seemed cool and legit. Okay, maybe I say, hey, stop by, whatever. But you're out of, I don't play with that girl. I like I said, I pay attention to my energies. Bella and Anubis are also very keen to energies. Animals are very sensitive to energies, so bitch, I pay attention to them as well. When they're, very aggressive and, girl, act like they're about to attack somebody, and I know they're not about that life unless they are provoked. It's like, baby, something is off with you, hun. Today may not be the day. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let me go. Y'all, I just forgot, y'all. I got my Subway sandwich in there too. Girl, I had Subway last night. So would you say it's really the red meats and sugars? I think so. I think it's red meat, sugars, bad carbs, everything is artificial. So the Jack in the Boxes, the McDonald's, like I'm not even gonna lie. During the pandemic, I noticed fast food chains was way more packed and busy than the grocery stores. Like I'm gonna be totally honest with you. And when people are going to the grocery stores, even right now, people are buying up the fruit drinks. They were buying up the sugars, the cookies, the cohos, the Oreo, and it's like, girl, and oh, we have a shortage of food. And I'm like, let me go to the store to see it. When I'm thinking of food, y'all, because it's about what you know. When I think of food, I'm thinking of rice, beans. I'm thinking of like vegetables. Girl, there was no fucking clearance of canned vegetables. There was no fucking clearance of canned fucking beans. There was no fucking clearance of rice and beans. Girl, no Royal Magel, no fucking Mahatma. Girl, they had all that shit stacked up. And I was like, what kind of shortage are we having? Because, bitch, let there be a shortage on milk. I don't give a fuck about that. Let there be a shortage on butter. I don't give a fuck about that, girl. That's why we got fucking diabetes and high cholesterol and heart disease right motherfucking now, any motherfucking way. Girl, let there be a shortage on ice creams and ho-hos and cookies and all that shit, girl. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And if y'all don't give a fuck, bitch, we'll be living in a better life too. The mental health wouldn't be fucked up right now. And physical health would not be fucked up right now. We wouldn't have diabetes. We wouldn't have none of that shit right now. if people were eating fucking right and fucking keeping things tight. Then there's no shade with that. But bitch, this is why motherfucking mental. Oh, it's trauma, bitch. We all been through something, bitch. I've been through trauma. Once again, girl, we don't need to go down and list all that, girl, because I'm not a motherfucking victim. But I do understand that it's the environment that I'm in that's going to influence my motherfucking outcome. I do know that the words that I listen to and the words that I speak also influence my reality. I also know that the foods I put in my body due to DNA and RNA is also reading and interpreting information. So I'm sitting here drinking and smoking all day and eating red meats and eating donuts and eating, sugary shit of white corn and white this and white that and processed this. And is it real? Oh, I don't know. It's GMO. If I'm sitting there eating that shit all day, every fucking day, you goddamn motherfucking right, I'm be fucking depressed. You goddamn right, I'm gonna want to fucking fight somebody and, oh, I can't stand this bitch. Girl, I'm gonna be agitated so I have to fucking take pills and shit for my anxiety and my frustration and shit, or I'm bipolar depressed. Like, girl, that's diet. That's diet, boo boo. That's diet. We all like sugars and stuff, girl, but we got to get that together. We're getting over one addiction to get another addiction. Going into people I know they used to smoke cigarettes and now they're addicted to alcohol. Or vice versa. They used to drink alcohol. Now they don't drink alcohol, but now they're addicted to other shit. I'm like, yeah, we all have our own addictions. But my addiction I would say is spending money. But if I'm making the money, bitch, it's not really an addiction because addiction is going outside of your means. Like you have other obligations and you don't have the financial ability to complete those obligations. But yet every time you turn around, you have the money to buy cigarettes, or you got the money to buy weed, or you got the money to buy alcohol. To me, that's an addiction. You don't have the money and the time to eat healthy, but you got the money and time to stop by McDonald's and eat them. When you go to any place, girl, everywhere, girl, they got healthy things to eat in gas stations, Boathouse, fucking green machine drinks and shit. So once again, honey, I have to stop for a minute because I'm like, girl, what the fuck is that? But it's the little styrofoam things right here. But I'm like, honey, I really do think that a lot of stuff is fucking up because of red meats. A lot of it, not eating it in moderation. Red meats almost every day, twice, 3 or 4 times a week. Nobody's really sleeping. Nobody's really hydrated. Nobody's putting the nutrients back into their bodies. And that's what I said too for me. And I'm just being honest with y'all. For me, I'm very, very particular when it comes to not only energy, but also chemistry. If I know that you drink and you smoke, yeah, we're not sharing food. We're not rubbing bodies together. We're not doing none of that because the enzymes that are in you that are trying to fight off, and this is why secondhand smoke is so fucking deadly. And even people who drink while they're pregnant stuff is so deadly to the child versus the parent because secondary everything is worse for you. So the same enzymes that you're putting in your body, let's say you're smoking and drinking, your body is developing um, defensive cells to protect your body from what you're putting into your body. And over time, they start to break down because you're putting more and more of that bad shit in your body. So now they just give up, they become weak, especially if you're not eating nutrient stuff or staying hydrated. But for me, I don't smoke, I don't drink. So somehow, some way, those elements is bypassing my system. And now it's going to hit me 10 times harder because I'm secondary. I'm not actually opening my mouth so the brain is having a signal saying this bitch is about to puff some fucking nicotine. I'm just inhaling this shit. And as I said, going into lung cancer stuff. So the same thing with all this other stuff. Once again, secondary stuff is the worst. Me messing around with you and you eat, these red meats a lot and you got parasites in your body, which gets into your semen, it gets into your saliva, which people don't really talk about. And now you're going to ejaculate inside of my mouth or inside of whatever. Those parasites that enter my body is going to enter my body very different from the way they entered your body. And they're going to have a very bad effect on me. Back in the day, I knew girls that say when I have, stuff with people, I would get sick. And people are like, oh, yes, because maybe she's allergic to the semen. But I'm like, it's deeper than just being allergic to the semen. Like, it could be anything going on. Maybe that person has cocaine in their system. Maybe that person has, peanut enzyme. Like, it's deeper than just you being allergic to the proteins in semen. It's way deeper than that. So that's what I said going into myself. I noticed that people who ate healthy, I had no problem when I did sexual stuff with them. People who ate badly, drunk alcohol, ate a lot of red meat and porks and shit. When I did things with them, I was sick, bitch. Or I was like, girl, I got to go to the fucking clinic because I don't know if I got something. And I didn't do nothing but, do oral and shit with them. But I was like, oh, I might have some, bitch. I'm going to go to the clinic. There was nothing going on. And that's when it dawned on me. they probably have some type of residue inside them. And I got that fucking residue and it fucked me all the way up. It wreaked havoc on my motherfucking ass. So anyway, it's very important to consume a lot of fiber, stay hydrated, sleep well, and give your body the nutrients that it needs. And you will see a big difference. They're saying that magnesium, deficiency causes a lot of issues. People have anxiety because of magnesium. People can sleep because of magnesium. And I'm just like, girl, it's deeper than just magnesium, though. There's actually a blend that I bought from Treasure. Bitch, hold on. Because girl, I'm a very healthy person. I be eating the way I want to eat. Girl, I'm very healthy. Okay, girl. Okay. I'm very healthy, girl. Okay. There is something from Buried Treasure. Buried Treasure Discover Amazing Health. Y'all should look them up. They're gluten, wheat, soy, yeast, and dairy free. Definitely vegetarian safe. And this is colloidal minerals. Now, you can do your research on what colloidal minerals do, but colloidal, uh, silver, and oat does wonders for my dogs and myself. I think I told y'all years ago they tried to say I had eczema. And the bitch was like, "Yeah, you got eczema." And I was like, "Bitch, no the fuck I don't." And she said, "Yeah, I see dry patches under your neck and stuff." And I was like, "Bitch, no the fuck you don't. There's no eczema there." And so anyway, girl, this has 70 plus plant derived minerals. So once again, this is 70 plus plant derived minerals that your body needs because you are a plant. Miss Thing, you are a plant, girl. That's why I love when they say plants say they don't want to be eaten by humans. Why not though, girl? Okay. And it has for 2 tablespoons, because this comes with 32 days supply, or if you want to, overdose on it, girl, that's your business, not mine. It comes with 20 calories per serving, 3 sodium, 6 grams of carbohydrates, 5 grams of sugar, 8 grams of calcium, 4.3 of iron, phosphorus, also known as luciferin energy. It has 4.5 milligrams, magnesium 2.5, zinc 59 mcg, copper 26 mcg, magnesium 62 mcg, chromium 1 mcg, and molybdenum 0.24 mcg, and potassium. Now, I do want to say this for the copper, the magnesium, and the chromium, this is 3% of your daily value. Okay. And so anyway, y'all, very, very interesting. It said that this is made with pure mountain water, white grape juice, Concord grape juice, apple juice, natural grape flavor, Nissan natural insurance freshness, and polythene, which is a natural preservative. Y'all, this stuff is really good, y'all. There was another one I used to take too that had trace minerals in it, but that shit is fucking nasty. Oh, girl, I'm gonna throw it right now. Think about it, girl. I used to take that shit like it was fucking nothing, girl. I would wake up in the morning, take the trace minerals. I think Vitamin Shop sell it. Girl, put that shit in the water. It tastes like fucking metal, bitch. Like you fucking took your tongue and just licked your door handle or something, girl. I was like, oh, girl, I stopped taking that shit too. I was like, girl, this is doing too much. This is doing too much for me. This is doing too much for me, girl. Anyway, yes, honey. Oh, yeah, you said it. You said it. You said it, honey. I just was about to ask about quartz. Yes, honey. I'm about to eat rice, non-garlic bread, and lab tita mince been craving. I know that's right, honey. It better be some brown rice too. Don't you eat no white rice, okay? Hello? They meant the meats. Yes, honey. The pork and the beef. You said it. People are mad their bacon was getting cleared. Oh my God, honey. That was a fool. That was a fool. There's a shortage. And they're over here checking out the ham hocks and chitterlings. Like, girl, I'm okay with that. Bitch, give me my fucking black eyed peas, my fucking azuki beans, my fucking pinto beans, my northern. Like, girl, I made me a chili 2 nights ago, girl. I was craving chili beans. I was like, bitch, let me make me a chili. Girl, took my pinto beans, made a cute little gravy, smashed it up a little bit to get it to be a little thick. Girl, put some bell pepper in there. Girl, put some fucking hissa up in there. If you don't know what that is, that's Ethiopian seasoning, honey. Um, Harissa, excuse me, harissa. Put some harissa. Girl, what else did I do? Um, Girl, I think I browned it a little bit too. Like I think I let it burn a little bit and then like make the burnness mix in with it. Honey, that shit was good. That shit was good, y'all. You hear me? With some fucking jalapeno and cheddar cornbread. So I'm just like, girl, give me my motherfucking whole grains, girl. It has the vitamins you need, the nutrients that you need, the fiber that you need. Girl, give it all to me, okay? Anyway, yeah, let me go. I was supposed to leave a long time, girl. We're an hour and 15 minutes in here, and I gotta go. Yes, honey. Wait, no, did you hear about the old lady who stole $1 million worth of chicken wings? Nasty ass bitch. No. She stole that many fucking chicken wings. And what the fuck she was stealing chicken wings for? Hey Google, older lady who stole $1 billion worth of chicken wings. I'm about to read
According
it.
to WLGX.com, Vera Liddell is the former director of food services at Harvey School District 152. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office alleges that Liddell launched an embezzlement scheme that resulted in the theft of wings that cost more than $1.5 million in tax.
Her name is Vera Leto. Now I don't trust no bitch with the name Vera, honey. No shit. I don't trust no bitch with the name Vera. I'm the girl. It's kind of like anybody that calls themselves Bob and their name is Rob. Yeah, I don't trust nobody with that type of name, girl. No shade with that girl. No shade, honey. So let's see who the girl. She looked like she was still some fucking chicken wings too. And this is why they have stereotypes on people like us. This is why they think that all black folks love chicken. Cause you don't see no motherfucking Asian person stealing no motherfucking chicken. You don't see no motherfucking Hispanic person chill no motherfucking chicken. Oh, girl. This is why they say that black folks love their fried chicken. And Vera just proved it wrong. Vera Liddell, she just proved it. This just a dirty girl. She looked like a chicken. And then somebody gonna say free Vera. Let's see what the hell this TikTok is talking about. Can I click on this TikTok? Oh, nasty. But she looked like she wanna steal it, girl. Mm-mm. Girl, they make TikToks for her. Girl. Then you got people over here. Girl, oh, they want me to download TikTok. Oh, we don't no, fuck that. They're talking about free Vera, girl. Keep her locked up. Stephen ass Cook County. Ooh, girl. Can't do the Cook County girl. Cook County. Shout out to Cook County out there in Chicago, girl. Shout out to the Cook County girl. Can't do the Cook County girls. I got a sister out there, girl. We've been sisters for years, girl. She live out there in Cook County, girl. Girl, she's a ratchet ass bitch, girl. Can't do the Cook Counties, girl. I can't believe this heifer stole the chicken and had nerve to look like this. No shade. No shade, girl. No shade. She stole chicken looking like this girl. Like, god damn, girl. Mm-mm-mm. I'm being respectful, girl. I'm being very respectful, honey. She looked like she was. Damn, what is she doing, girl? Somebody need to, girl, somebody needs to ask her what the fuck she did. Somebody needs to ask her. Somebody needs to ask her what the fuck she did with those chicken wings, girl, because I want to know. I want to know what she did with the chicken wings. It said that Vera ordered 11,000 pounds of chicken wings and had the audacity to pick it up within a motherfucking district cargo van. I'm just like, girl, mama needs some chromium, mama needs some magnesium, and mama needs to motherfucking get some sleep. Because ain't no goddamn way that brain is hydrated and fucking full, and she did some dumbass shit like that. And the witch, because I want to be fucking respectful. And the witch had the audacity, girl. She works for the Harvey School District. Mama's smart, but she ain't got all those damn smarts. That is fucking crazy. $1.5 million in fucking chicken wings. Girl, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this girl. And they said allegedly. Oh, they said allegedly. They said Vera Liddell allegedly stole $1.5 million in chicken wings from Illinois. Oh, wow. And she's too old for this too, girl. 66 years old, too fucking old. There's no sympathy for that. You're too fucking old for that, man. You're not fucking 16, 22, 20. Girl. That's actually kind of scary too. You actually getting put behind bars for chicken? What you in here for? Still in selling some fucking chicken from the Cook County School District. Girl, that might open up some can of worms though, girl, because now the women in there, their children might be going to Cook County School. And they're like, damn, my son just wrote me and said how they were cutting back on school and shit. And you have the audacity to fucking steal chicken from the fucking school district, and they're gonna get her together for that, girl. You know how they be getting over there in prisons and shit, girl. They be real sensitive about topics, girl, but they own fucking topic. I want to try injera and Dorowat. Come on in here. Yes, honey. We know we love Dorowat. Dorowat is very good, actually. Very good. Very good, honey. I made it. Very good. Yes. Well, apparently she wasn't by herself, but they put it all on her. Oh, she was really supposed to be giving the chicken to underprivileged children in the Midwest, I think, but she jacked it. Oh, wow. Even the witnesses were saying that she couldn't have been alone, but she was the fall person. I mean, so what? Is they going to make this a race thing that she was a fall person because she was the black one? I'm gonna tell you what I think, and this is just what So definitely she wasn't alone, but if she's the mastermind behind it, mama gotta go. Because I know people that committed crimes, including things like attempted murder, even murder. And the main person who orchestrated it went to jail for a very long time. The people who were accomplices only served like 2 or 3 years and got off. I think one of them had like probation and shit because they didn't really have anything to do with it. They were just involved in a situation. So it's like, girl. It's like, girl. So it's like, yeah, girl. If they have enough evidence to lock her up, I would be willing to say that more than likely there was more people that was there, but Mama was the mastermind behind it. Like Mama was the mastermind. It was probably her idea. She probably said, "Well, I have the connections," and bitch, that's why they got her together. She said, "Bitch, let me purchase it." Like, bitch, girl, Only stupid people do stupid things, honey. They said she was selling plates. Oh. Not selling plates, girl. Stop it. She could have, listen, Mama could have sold the chicken to Wingstop or something, girl, because then they said a Wingstop had a wing shortage. Girl, let me pull this up, girl, when they were selling mini thighs. Y'all remember that? Girl, Mama could have reached out to Wingstop. Girl, Rick Ross and said, "Honey, listen, I can get you some chicken on the dollar. I'm getting a girl." You don't have to give me 1.5 million, but it's give me half of that. Give me about 750,000. Give me 750,000, and I got you, bro. Like, girl, what the fuck? And this chain theft was, what the hell is chain theft? Oh, chicken. Was happening right around when all the fried chickens. Wait a minute. Girl, listen, I'm so sick of this bullshit. They said that the farmer's chicken stopped laying eggs. Girl, I'm so sick of people. What farmer said this so I could write them a cute little letter? What farmer said that the chicken would not lay eggs? Let me write them a cute little letter. What farmer is this? I'm gonna write them a cute little letter. What farmer said that they chickens were not motherfucking laying eggs? Which farmers was this, bitch? So I can write them a fucking letter, girl. I know you motherfucking lying. Bitch, listen. I'm gonna personally write them a motherfucking letter. Okay? And I'm gonna say, bitch, why the fuck you lying? Oh my god. Bitch, right there. I might even fucking call them. Bitch, what farmer is this I can call them right now, leave them a cute little voicemail? And I'm not motherfucking playing, girl, because I'm so sick of this fucking bullshit. The chickens never laid, they couldn't lay eggs now all of a sudden after the panoramic happened. But before the fucking panoramic, the eggs were getting laid just fine. Now the panoramic gone. Now all of a sudden panoramia is gone, girl. Give me the B2K what they say, pandemonium. Give me that type of tour. Now that the world tour is over, Now y'all ever talk about the chickens won't lay eggs? Oh, that's so mysterious that the chickens just won't lay eggs now. The chickens just are holding back. They're just like, we ain't laying no more eggs. Even though y'all been forcing the chicken to lay eggs illegally, we say illegally against nature, bitch. Crimes against fucking nature, girl. Y'all been fucking feeding these chickens all these fucking years, giving them steroids and shit, making the baby chickens become grown in fucking 2 fucking months. But now all of a sudden, the chickens won't lay eggs. What type of lying ass motherfucking sack of shits are y'all fucking for? Let me know what company, so I ain't buying nothing from their motherfucking asses. I ain't get no eggs from them, no butter from them, none of that. What company said this? What company said this chicken laying eggs? I'm a judge because I was stealing from the children. Stop. It's still embarrassing. Right. Lovey. Wait. Lovely to suspect the man get it putting something. Oh, God. Stop it. Oh, my God. Lovely T suspected that Bill Gates didn't put something in it. Oh my God. This is the real question that I have. And I know none of you are Lovely T, but just using Lovely T as an example, this is a question that I have, right? Okay. People are so psychic, and I always say this. Anyone who knows me can vouch. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, auntie, cousin, best friend, neighbor, new person I met at the grocery store. I find it hard to believe that people are so psychic and so like you could predict, right? You become a what they call it, analysis, but there's a word for people who put together probabilities and stuff, probability and possibility. So they start predicting shit. I predict in year 2020 according to the stocks that there's going to be a collapse, whatever. It's amazing to me how they're able to predict what's going to happen when it comes to people and placing things they know nothing about. You're not a farmer. You don't know any farmers. You don't know Bill Gates. You're not his fucking right hand man, right hand fucking woman. How the fuck are you able to be like, it's Bill Gates? He put certain chicken feed and I know it's him. Blah, 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 blah. But mama couldn't figure out what's going on with her living situation. Mama couldn't figure out what took so long to put together her house. Mama couldn't figure out what the fuck her baby daddy is. And if she could figure the fuck it out, that's another thing too. Well, bitch, why the fuck ain't your children over there? So like I said, it's just things that I kind of ask myself. So I'm like, everything is so conspiracy with people where I'm just like, damn, sis. And I'm gonna kind of step back a little bit because, I just got a red flash and it was just like, okay, wait a minute. And I'm just like, okay, mama does have sickle cell. So I'm like, I'm not going to blame that on her, but I'm just going to be like, respectfully that, there is something going on within that body. So that could kind of put people in a certain state of understanding, no matter how intelligent they are, how experienced they are. And I'm just saying, going into any type of element in the body, there becomes a leak in your energetic field. So it's like, girl, but if this is like a normal a person that was like perfectly healthy, T cells, everything is perfect, and they were saying shit like this, I would just be like, girl, what type of programming are you under? Like, who hired you to try to program the masses? Because with that being stated, why is everything so conspiracy? Like the internet, girl, why were y'all complaining about Bill Gates saying Bill Gates started the internet shit and caused the shit that's going on the internet? There's a lot of crimes that happen on the internet. Let's talk about that first of all. There are more crimes that are happening from cyber than a motherfucking person. So why the fuck are we not talking and preaching about that shit? Why, when something goes down, it's like, oh, a conspiracy, and oh, it must be Bill Gates because he's putting something in the chicken feed and they're not laying their eggs. Like, girl, how do you even know they're not laying their eggs? What farmer do you know that they're actually telling you the truth, saying that chickens are not laying their eggs? How you not know that the farmers were not going on strike because after the fucking panoramic, the government cut off their fucking finances because they don't get bailouts? If you don't know that, now you know. Agriculture don't get bailouts like that. It's hard for them to get bailouts. And this is why when you are a farmer and you go get bailouts or you get assistance from the government, they scrutinize you and they really watch you really good. And if you are breaking any type of law, bitch, they put you behind bars for a long time and they fine you a high-ass fine. I know farmers, bitch, personally. They don't do egg shit, but they do cherries, they do walnuts and shit. And girl, people who they know, because there's an association in California, girl, if you don't believe me, you can look it up, that were fucking lying and saying that they had like $30,000 worth of crops destroyed. And then what ended up happening? Girl, the government found out that they motherfucking lied, and they got fined $1.7 million, and they got banned from connecting to fucking vendors. So I'm like, girl, how you not know the farmers wasn't on fucking strike? And they were just like, girl, no, thank you. Because I already said during the panoramic that the food administrators and stuff, USDA and the FDA was short staffed. So a lot of places were not getting their businesses inspected. They already said that. So a lot of people were putting shit in their shit that were not passing inspection before the panoramic. And when the panoramic happened, they started putting the shit back in it because it was saving them fucking money. Do your research on that. But y'all ain't got to make a motherfucking thing up. Do your research on that. That's a proven fact. So it's like, girl, Bill Gates putting shit in the feed. Girl, how you not know, like I said, the farmers just wasn't protesting? How you not know that the farmers were just lying? Because like, no, we're getting shortballed. We're getting lowballed. We're not about to, I'm not about to sit here and sell a flat of my eggs at fucking 30 cents a fucking flat when I used to fucking sell it for $1.13, but because we're hitting a recession and what is it, inflation, because we're having an inflation, I gotta go down to fucking 60 cents. Grow the fuck up out of here, because y'all prices want to go up. Girl, how you not know the farmers just and say, bitch, we not giving out no eggs? How do you personally know that they really were not laying motherfucking eggs? How you know that? How you know that? I just want to know. How does Lovely T know that these farmers were not, like I said, these chickens were not laying eggs? Because like I said, to me, it sounds like a crop of shit. That's why I said, let me call these fucking farmers and ask my motherfucking stuff. Bitch, do you have data to prove that you take these chickens to the vet? Where's the vet bill at? That the vets came out. You go, okay, come on in here. That the vets came out and the vets say, yeah, something's going on. The chickens ain't laying their eggs and everything was good. Like, girl, let me know. Let me know what's going on. Because, bitch, a lot of y'all, girl, the free-range chickens didn't have a problem laying their eggs. The free-range chickens didn't have a problem laying their eggs. The caged chickens had a problem laying their eggs. Is that what y'all saying? Only the caged chickens, only the people that fed the chicken Bill Gates? Because everybody don't eat. Girl. Mm-mm. I'm gonna leave that where that's at, girl. Maybe mama need to research being a homesteader, girl. Maybe mama need to become a homesteader, not a fucking blogger. Because clearly, girl, mama's let these conspiracy theories get too caught. She getting too caught up in a conspiracy there. So I'm like, girl, Bill Gates putting shit in the fucking chicken feed. Which will also probably say that if he's doing that, he's putting in everything. So are you fasting, sis? Are you vegan? Sis, are you staying away from the makeup? Because you know, he's probably putting shit in the makeup too. He probably put shit in the lace fronts and shit, the lace of the wigs and shit that China is buying. He probably putting something in that too. Are we gonna stay away from the lace fronts and the wigs and the makeup and all that shit too? And no, don't drink the water unless we purify the water and unless we mill the water ourselves. I mean, girl, let's get real here. Like, girl, that should be irritating the hell out of me with those damn conspiracy theories, girl. Like, girl, what type of factual evidence do you have that Bill Gates fucking was feeding these chickens or putting shit in their chicken feed? The fuck up out of here. Ain't no farmer saying it, bitch. I was so irritated when I found out about this. Like, are you serious? Right. Right. Okay, where to click that? Okay, there we go. Where to click that too, girl? I'm so sick of that. Ooh, girl. Thank you. Talking about the spirit told me blah, 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 but the spirit didn't inform you about your cancer. I noticed that your husband was going to back. Right, Early. That's why I be thinking to myself, like, girl, it makes no sense to me. And I don't want to make this a racial thing, but I'm like, girl, I'm gonna call it girl, it'd be like black people that be talking about the most fucking weirdest fucking conspiracies for me. Like, no shade. You look up conspiracy theories and they be like, I figured out a conspiracy theory. And it's just like, wait, what? Like, girl, so wait, what? But you can link that up with a conspiracy. But what is the conspiracy about your dad not wanting to be in that house? And it's deeper than what they're saying. Oh, the white man didn't want my dad in the house, so that's why the black houses got destroyed. Really? Was that really the tea, or you just were not courting and picking the right man for you? Were you just jumping on the D because he said you were cute and sexy? Did you fall for the fake storyline that daddy said he had money? You found out he really didn't have money, and you were already stuck like Chuck. Let's talk about it. Like, let me know. I don't know anybody that ever had an advisory from a white man about their relationship on who they're gonna have babies with. Can someone please come forward and let me know that? I don't care what race you are. You're a single parent right now. You got multiple kids by multiple men, and the father ain't in the house. He's either locked up or he don't want to be around. Can you please come forward and let me know what white agency, the white man agency that you went to, and the white man told you that you two can't be in the same household? I would love to know so I can reach out and ask them some questions. Would love to know, honey. Would love to know. That's unfair to agriculturists. I didn't even know the government was harsh on farmers like that. Of course. Yes, they want to make sure because going into farming and stuff, it is a risky industry, right? Going into farming, unless you're doing GMO, like a greenhouse and a light, and you have artificial lighting, there's no right way of knowing like what the farmers really lost or what they didn't lose. Like maybe a farmer doesn't want to pay taxes because maybe let's say for 1 year they grew $1 million worth of crops and they sold $1 million worth of crops. Maybe they want to sell 70,000 or we'll say 700,000 of the crops to an actual vendor and that'll be taxable. And the other 30,000 they want to sell to street people. That's not going to be taxable, right? I'm just giving an example there. So now you claim that you had a $30,000 loss, but you profited basically $1 million. Now, bitch, you're writing it off. When people are claiming a lot of loss, they go in, they get assistance, right? And like I said, a lot of people do it fraudulently. You know this. People are on EBT fraudulently. People are on welfare fraudulently. There's people that are on housing and stuff that don't even need housing. There's people that are on welfare that don't even need fucking welfare. They just want to be on it. They're intelligent, they're willing, they're able, and they just choose not to do anything with their lives. The same thing with farmers and stuff. People lie about what they make to not have to pay taxes. So, bitch, you goddamn right. The farmer industry, you're out here going to go get a loan because you claim that you lost $30,000 worth of crops, and there's no proof outside of what you're saying. You goddamn right. The government gonna be like, bitch, we need to come out and investigate. We need to come out. We need to do our research. You goddamn motherfucker right. So for me, I don't think that's fucking wrong. I think, and guess who's giving them this money too? Taxpayers. Taxpayers. So bitch, you're ultimately stealing. So bitch, you goddamn right. They're gonna come out and they're gonna ask you for paperwork. They're gonna ask you for proof, and let's go over a 5-year cycle and let's see if your income changed. Going into audit and stuff, we talked about this before too. Privately, audits are random, but sometimes they're triggered when it comes to the IRS. And a lot of times people, their income would, fluctuate. Let's say 1 year they said they're making 100,000. Next year they said they're making 20,000. Following year they said they made 15,000. Next year they said they made no money. And then the following year goes back to 20,000. You're more than likely going to be audited. And they go back up to 5 years too. And you got to show proof about what you claimed that you filed tax on. That's happened to me in 2012. I told you before when they audited my ass, I had to pay back $11,000 to the motherfucking IRS because I couldn't prove within the past 2 years of income filing that my write-offs was my motherfucking write-offs. So they're like, bitch, you got to pay it. And bitch, I have to pay the interest too because they'll add on the interest, which is 1% every fucking day or 1% every fucking month. It's one of them. But anyway, I'm like, girl, I don't feel like it's harsh. I feel like everybody should be on that type of scrutiny. Everybody should be watched. And that's just how I feel. You got, mechanical companies lying. You got electrical companies lying. You got water companies lying. Like, nobody could be trusted nowadays. So, bitch, you goddamn right. They need to be fucking putting the pressure to everybody. You want this money that we can use for other things? You need to show proof that you really lost this and you wasn't out here doing some fucked up ass shit while the shit was growing, picking the shit off. While the shit was growing, you were like, listen, let's go in and say that this ain't working. Oh, girl. And the farmer that got tried in California, I think he got fined like $1.5 million. We were talking about this too, like $1.5 million. This was over the past 2 years too. They literally destroyed his whole fucking vineyard Bitch, you so fucking vineyard, girl. They fucking uprooted all those fucking trees and shit. Girl, like, baby, you ain't making no more fucking profit, bitch. So how about that? You gonna figure out how to give us that 1.5 million. If you can't fully pay us that 1.5 million, you better sell that fucking house. Because they knew that daddy had money. And they know he got assets too. So they're like, bitch, you gonna pay us somehow, some way. So it's not really fucked up. No shade. No shade, honey. You know, some people are liars. They liars, Jay. Come on in here. They be lying, honey. They be lying, girl. Like these spirituals, they be lying. I'm gifted. I'm talented. At 50? So let me give me an autobiography of what happened to your life up until this point. When did spirit first come to you? Because a lot of us, we had spiritual encounters at like 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 year old, 7 year old, 8 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old. And you know, I'm pinpointing heavy spiritual integration and just having real phenomenal experiences where I'm like, what the fuck? And no one could explain it, even witnesses like, what? Well, yeah, we don't know what happened, but it's like, whoa. So it's like, why did it take you 40 years if this is really who you are? And just so happen you're also a YouTube spiritualist. Like, we can't look up no brick and mortar place. There's no ways for us to come to you in person to get work with you. Like, just so happen you're only a YouTube spiritualist. Like, how does that work? How does it work? Curious to know, how does it work? One thing about TT is she speak on how Will Smith didn't come at Laverne Cox the way he did Chris Rock. And in that same moment, my grandpa mentioned how big her hands are. But listen, let's be honest. Let's be real here. See, I have a real big problem with people like Lovely T. I used to watch her a long time ago and I really just stopped. I used to watch her every day, all day, every time her thing. But I just know that there's in her heart some type of hate. And I want to say this clearly because I do want to go right now. It's 101 right now. I think that a lot of people will be like, I have nothing against the LGBT people because they have a gay best friend, or they have a feminine gay best friend, or they have a cross dresser or drag queen friend, right? So they're like, I can have nothing against transgender people. My sister is transgender, and you go look, it's been documented this person go by the name Jamal, or it's been documented, and I don't care what nobody say. There's this between transgender, transsexual, and trans woman. There's 3 different differences. I don't give a fuck what you say. You may think that there's not, just like there's difference between a Jamaican, there's difference between a Haitian, and there's difference between somebody from Barbados. They can all be fucking black, but there's 3 fucking differences there. So, girl, you can have a drag queen friend or a trans woman friend, or you can have a TS friend, whatever. But we're talking about people who fully live this life to a degree. We're talking about 100% full-time live this life. You don't have a friend like that because that becomes a real threat for you. You're okay with people that act like queers and people that act like the stereotypical energies. And this also gives me, and I'm having a flashback right now, this also gives me racist people that befriend Black people, racist people that befriend Asians or Hispanics. And the friends that they befriend are still typical Aunt Jemimas or stereotypical Hispanic people or stereotypical Asians. It's like you're only befriending these people because they fit the stereotypes that you have within your own head. The hate that you have for these people, they prove you right for the hate that you have for these people. So you're comfortable because it's not a threat to your intelligence. It's not a threat to your mind. It's not a threat to your energy. You're like, yeah, I'm not gonna compete with no sissy. I'm not gonna compete with no boy who clearly looks like a man, act like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, but he dressed up as a woman like Malibu with Dollface. I think that her and Lovely T and Malibu Dollface, I think that they're friends. And I don't want to say they're good friends, but I think they're good. I think they're friends, but Mama's like, yeah, I have no problem against gay people. There's a lot of gay people that watch me. And it just gives me very passive aggressive, like, girl, you like gay men because they're not a threat to you, but you don't give a fuck about bisexual people and you don't give a fuck about trans people, girl. Save that shit for your motherfucking mama, because bisexual people threaten you somehow. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a man left you for another man, I don't know. And trans women threaten you because a lot of them look better than you. A lot of trans women look better. A lot of transsexuals, not trans women, a lot of transsexuals look better than a lot of cisgender fucking women. And we know that men are aesthetically, they like to look at things and they have good imagination too, but still. So it's like at the end of the day, this is why you are always speaking about gay shit when there's so much fucking dilemma within a heterosexual community. And I always say that. There's a problem when I see a person of a particular gender or a person of a particular community. I always talk about certain type of people. Like, girl, there's so many problems you could be talking about within your own community, but you choose not to talk about those problems. You want to get on YouTube and be like, oh, let's talk about this gay news. And then every time you talk about something gay, girl, you get a little tickle tongue and your eyes start rolling secretly. And I just see like a botherness in her spirit. I just see something within her spirit, it just gyrates. Every time she talk about something gay, particularly trans though, not gay. I've seen her talk about gay stuff. She's still comfortable. Mama don't be sweating. She don't get oily. The lace front don't shift. The minute she says something about a transgender woman, it's like, girl, she take a couple of deep breaths. She just like, oh, I gotta talk about this. Oh, and I'm just like, girl, you're casting your pearls before swine. Now have a panel of trans women up there and talk about transgender issues and see what type of feedback you get. You goddamn right, you're going to sit here and talk about cisgender people. If you got a real problem, you're going to talk about cisgender women in a panel of other trans people or other non-cisgender women because, bitch, you know goddamn right there's not a threat to your intelligence and they can't read your motherfucking ass down. But instead, you're going to get a panel of people who are like you, once again, to read the opposite of what you actually are because you need cheerleaders. This is when you're insecure in your experience. You're insecure in your statement. You're insecure. You don't stand fully behind what you believe. So, like I said, my thing with Laverne Cox got big hands. Laverne Cox could be whoever and however that she needs to be, but she's more successful than Lovely T. So that's one thing that you could never take away. She's more successful than Lovely T, more happy and at peace than Lovely T is. So that's something that you will never be able to take away from Miss Laverne Cox. And I'm not saying that because Laverne Cox is of the LGBT community, because there's a lot of people in the LGBT community I don't give a fuck about. Flaming Rose, one of them. I don't give a fuck about that confused ass energy, honey, because you make people like me look fucking bad. People think that because you are you, now what is your correct pronouns? The fuck out of here, bitch. You need to see my ID? You need to see my fucking ID, bitch? Fuck the dumb shit. Do I need to pull out my ID? So Laverne Cox could have big hands all day long. But where I'm getting at with this is Chris Rock got checked because that is a man. Lovely T said that statement because she was basically trying to compare Laverne Cox to being a man to Will Smith being a man. That's that was a low-key read. That was a low-key read, honey. And that's why I'm coming out the way I'm coming out. That was a low-key read, girl. See, that's one thing that you can't get past a LGBT person, bitch. We know how to read. We know how to fucking read, girl. Reading rainbow, girl. We know how to fucking read. And we know how to catch reads even when you're not trying to read. And a lot of people try to be so fake with it and be like, that wasn't even shady. I was just saying, no, bitch, it was shady. That's why you thought about it. Your messy ass, shady ass energy took it as fucking shady and messy, and you wanted to read it as shady and messy, but you were like, I don't want to come across shady and messy, so let me say this was not shady. No, bitch, it was. I'm very good at reading energy. It definitely was shady and messy. It definitely was giving me faggotry, girl. And you don't got to be a gay person to be a faggot, honey. No tea, no shade. Just like you don't got to be a black person to be a nigga. Hello? So with that being said, girl, I don't get down with that at all, girl. I don't get down with that at all, girl. Will Smith checked Chris Rock, and girl, we don't know if that's real. Like I said, people still getting caught up in that. We don't know if that shit was real or not. We want to know Chris Rock had a threesome with Jada Smith and Will Smith, girl. And Will Smith didn't like it because I don't know, girl. I don't want to get too much of that. We don't know the real tea, girl. But Mama clearly brought up Laverne Cox not getting checked like Will Smith checked, because Will Smith could have another trans woman to check Laverne Cox if you want to play fire with fire. Will Smith could have Will Smith could have anybody to check Laverne Cox. Hell, one of her stylists could check Laverne Cox. Can we talk about it? But Will Smith clearly checked Chris Rock because that's another motherfucking man. And that's a man that they knew for a very long time too. You don't know if they were friends before this. You don't know if Chris Rock came to fucking Will Smith's house before. Laverne Cox probably never been to fucking Will Smith's house. I'm going to be more offended by you talking about my mama, if you actually met my mama, than somebody who never met my mama. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the same fucking thing. So Laverne Cox probably never been to Will Smith's house, so Will Smith to give a fuck about Laverne Cox's fucking opinion. But he checked fucking Chris Rock because Chris Rock probably met him before. Chris Rock probably broke bread with them before. You never know. Chris Rock probably borrowed money from them. Girl, from what they said, that Will Smith and Jada Smith, they loan money to people in Hollywood. I don't know. They never loan me no damn money. Hello? And I don't get money loaned to me, girl. What is mine is mine. I like to get money. I don't like to borrow money from you, bitch. Okay? So once again, I'm just like, that's a little, insensitive, regardless of the fact of, Laverne Cox was born male or not. Hormones make you a lot softer, takes away your strength. And so you don't have the same energy as a man, no matter, regardless of what people say. When you are castrated, when you have estrogen in your body, you don't have the same strength as a man. Now, if you are a trans person who does not take hormones, you goddamn right, you might have the same fucking strength as a motherfucking man. You could definitely go toe to toe with a man. But regardless of how big the bone is, but hormones soften you up. Hormones break you down. You don't have the same strength no more. We talked about this before. Going into 10 pounds, that's my limit. At 10 pounds, bitch, I'm struggling to hold 10 pounds up for more than 1 minute. Now, of course, I can lift weights and probably, stop that. But, bitch, I don't want to become bulky. Okay? But 10 pounds is my limit. Now, I know people, that girl, and we're talking about cisgender woman. Lachey's one of them. Mama could lift 30 pounds with no problem. Mama could lift probably 100 pounds with no problem. She won't be shaking or nothing. So I'm just saying, girl, everybody is different. But that's a little too much for me to see a cisgender woman to try to come for a trans woman in that sense of saying, well, Will Smith didn't check Laverne Cox. Well, yeah, that's a trans woman, hon. He would be a punk ass bitch if he was to check. That'd be the same thing if Will Smith was to check a smaller friend. Man, let's talk about MMA fighting and boxing. They put you in your weight class. Fuck the hands. Fuck the gender. They put you in the weight class, girl. If you're taller and bigger, you're probably gonna hit fucking harder. So you could take out a shorter, smaller person. So it's like, girl, the same fucking thing with that girl. Oh, well, those are two men fighting. That's fine, but that is a small man and a tall man. That is a feminine man and that is a masculine man. Bitch, that's two different things. And like I said, that's some punk ass shit. So no shade. Like I said, I know, your grandfather is older. So, we don't hold nothing against the elders. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say, honey, because they're grown. Okay, and they paved the way for a lot of us, so they can say whatever the fuck they want to say behind the girl's back. Okay, but Lovely Till No Hair, she don't get no motherfucking pass. She don't get no motherfucking pass. She has a problem with trans people, and that's how I don't watch the shit. I don't watch the shit, girl. No fuck about that fucking two-piece ass, fake ass fucking news, girl. And the shit she get is fucking secondary information in the motherfucker way. She don't get nothing exclusively. Bitch, fuck her. Fuck that Ninja Turtle bitch. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fuck her. Okay. That kind of like the employees that steal from their jobs. You said it. Mystic with Ursula are the different aspects of her life. Frida and Dante are really the same spirit of the. Oh, listen. No shade. I'm not gonna say I overstepped my boundaries. I'm not gonna say that because I did not overstep my boundaries. I did not. Okay. But I'm gonna say this. We're gonna keep it with this. There's some good resources out there that you can definitely get your factual information from. Jay and I would encourage you to doing so because we know that people are always checking to look for content when I say certain things and girl, I'm giving out advice on the Orishas and, people are like, girl, this bitch ain't even da 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 da. That's fine. So today, today is one of the days I'm just like, girl, listen, girl, we're going to talk about, Urzuli, Dentur, and Frida. And then people are going to say, this bitch is over here talking about the laws and shit. This bitch ain't even a part of that fucking shit. And girl, we ain't doing that today. We ain't doing that today at all. If you need some resources, I could definitely send that over to you. Privately, Jay, but publicly we ain't talking about that. We ain't gonna talk about it publicly, not today. We can't do it today. I can send you a message to answer your question. Send me an email, Jay, and I'll gladly answer your question in the email. But yeah, we're not gonna do it in front of the girls because, girl, they get a little threatened You know, they get a little bothered. You know what I mean? They get a little upset. You know, they can't take it when a bitch be speaking like, where did bitch get this shit? Is this bitch a culture vulture? And that's another motherfucking thing too I want to put at too. We're gonna come back again later today and show y'all the samples of the Lucky Leprechaun. We talked about this before, and I'm gonna be done. And we'll probably reiterate this when I'm done, when I come back on here too. A lot of the stuff that I've been getting on, honey, okay, is a part of my culture. Okay. And if it's not a part of my intermediate immediate, not intermediate, the fuck, immediate lineage, bitch, it's a part of my spiritual lineage. Bitch, I've either encountered that culture and had a personal experience with that culture, dated the people, spent enough time, went to pujas and all that. Or, bitch, like I said, it's a part of my lineage. Going into Irish, my grandmother was Irish, German, and Cherokee Indian. We had this conversation before, and I can gladly go into it. My grandmother's grandfather, his lineage is full Irish, okay? There were talks about possibly being some type of native with them, you know, but yeah, from what we know, from what we found out, Irish, okay? I'm going to say that for sure, Irish, okay? 1800s, they got here. We had a little slight, very polite story about it. Going into German and Native American, that's my grandmother's mother. Now, this lady was a crazy woman. And we won't get into culturally what side she probably got from, but my grandmother's dad was very, you know, soft, very, you know, soft spoken, very nice, funny, you know, a comedian. And my grandmother's, my mom's side, my maternal side. My grandmother's mother, on the other hand, was a crazy lady. Okay. She's cut people before. She shot people. She shot her, I think one of her uncles or something. She was that type of person. She would shoot, she would stab. Like, she asked a question, she didn't get the answer she wanted, but she got you right together. And I knew, after knowing these stories, I knew that's why, oh my God, that's why my grandmother had a real problem with her mother, because this lady was so aggressive, right? And you know, anyway, but her, German and Cherokee Indian. When we say Cherokee, we're saying reservation type Cherokee Indian. My grandmother's grandfather, because this will be her, no, that would be her great grandfather. My grandmother's, my great grandmother's, oh God, girl. My grandmother's mother's grandfather was an Indian chief. We talk about this for documented everything, baby. Documented and everything, girl. So, like I said, I'm not culture vulture and talk about the Lucky Leprechaun and stuff, girl. We're not culturally vulturing over here, girl. This is a part of my culture. I got cousins right now that are in Oregon. I got cousins right now that are in the South, in the Midwest, in Idaho, girl, that we see, bitch. We're not talking about cousins I don't know nothing about, that are pure Irish, bitch. Okay, red hair, blonde, whatever, blonde, summer blonde, red hair, blue eyes, bitch, whatever, that we know. I told you we had a cousin. Okay, I have a cousin. His name was Harvey, honey. He actually fought. Anyway, I won't get into that, girl. We're not getting into the history of she. But anyway, so like I said, girl, there's no culture vulturing over here, girl. That's my motherfucking lineage, girl. We celebrate St. Patty's, honey. We do. We celebrate St. Patty's, not like in depth and, oh girl, let's do this and Lucky Leprechaun and let's have fun, but it's a part of our heritage, honey. And it always have. We grew up knowing that. We grew up with our motherfucking grandparents in the house, girl. Hello? We grew up, girl. My grandmother was like our secondary mother. Girl, every weekend we were at my grandmother's house, bitch. So, you know, girl, we know our tea. Okay? Even though, you know, certain people, my grandmother's family kind of, you know, disowned her because they were not down with her, you know, intermingling and having children, you know, with other, you know, people, especially, you know, Black people. They didn't really care for Black people and Asian people. So anyway, there we go, honey. In the culture vulture here, girl. Hello. Okay, hello. Tap in if you need to tap in. Okay, girl. This is not no white woman going into Hades learning about Haitian voodoo and coming out writing a book about it, girl. This is my people. Bitch, okay, my ancestors was in this country too, girl. That's like you saying, on both sides of the spectrum, bitch. I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to so-called slavery or working people. My ancestors, some of my ancestors were working in the fucking fields in cannery, and they were Irish people. Okay? They were Irish. Some of my other family, honey, they were very powerful people, and they brought cherries into California. We had that story. And like I said, you could do your research on it, girl. Being people are so nosy and they want to find out who I am, baby. You can't erase my motherfucking lineage, honey. Do your research on that. Being you so-called found out what my real name is and shit is, then see who the fuck I'm connected to and related to then. See what the fuck my ancestors did to motherfucking California, bitch. What they contributed in this motherfucking state and fucking country. Hello? Can we talk about it? Hello? Anyway, that's what ways that was so crazy. Like she was trying to come with the girls, and my grandmother came directly for her. Right. But see, we understand that because your grandfather is an older person, you know, he comes from the era where he's like, hey, listen, the truth is the truth. If mama have big hands, mama have big hands. Girl, no shade about that. So we're not gonna sit here and tiptoe around, you know, and be like, well, girl, mama don't have no big hands because she's really a woman. Girl, there's women with big hands. Me and my mom, like no shade. I think my hands are big. My mom is 5'2". Okay, I'm 5'10", almost 5'11". I'm like a little bit away from 5'11". Y'all, like 5'10" and 3/4. Literally, I put my hands on my mom's hands. My fingers are longer than my mom's hands, but our hands are the same fucking size. And this is my mother, a cisgendered woman. So it's like, you got big hands, you got big hands. There's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't be ashamed of your big hands and big feet. Like I said, I have a size 11. Depends on the type of shoe. I wear 13. I'm not ashamed of that, bitch. It is what it is, baby. Hello. It is what it is, girl. You bitch, you know I can run fast. I was a track runner in high school. I can run very fast. And with my hands been big, bitch, you know I got some heavy ass fucking hands. Hello? So, bitch, hello. Oh, play with me if you want to. And I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter, honey. But play with me if you want to. But I'm just saying. So your grandfather said what he thought to be true. Okay. But Lovely T was saying shit because mama was trying to be funny. Bitch, girl, first of all, ain't no questions being asked of a grown-ass man check me, bitch. What? Either I'm gonna get you or a man is gonna get you. Because I'm automatically gonna be threatened by you because I know that men like to murder the girls. I know that men like to attack the girls. A lot of my sisters are gone right now because of these fucking men. So my life is endangered every fucking day I encounter a fucking man. So you goddamn right, bitch. If I'm minding my business and a man come up and say, bitch, nigga, bitch, whatever the case, maybe nigger, whatever. Bitch, I'm already ready in defense of like, bitch, what? What? So baby, right there, bitch, you gonna get got. You gonna check me on a motherfucking thing. Yo, were you talking about my sister? Bam, bitch, I'm not answering your question, girl. Well, that's just talking. I might body slam your fucking ass. While you talking to me, girl, I'm gonna be accessing your weak points. And bitch, when you ask that question fully, bitch, I'm getting you gone. You getting up out of here. Because I'm not going to give you a chance to pull off my lace front. I'm not going to give you a chance to bust my face up. I'm not going to give you a chance to pop my motherfucking implants. I'm not going to give you a chance to do any motherfucking thing I don't want you to have a chance to motherfucking do. And that's how I get down. So you better sneak up on me. You better sneak up on me and you better get me, girl, when I can't see you and I cannot feel you because I can feel when something ain't right. So like I said, bitch, you try. So anyway, so I'm like, girl, Miss Lovely T, girl, she was doing that to be a transphobic. That was a transphobic statement, girl. That was a transphobic statement. Because that goes the same thing for women who are in domestic violence against men. There are some women that are bigger than these men that put their hands on them. There are some women that are like 6 feet tall and they get abused by men that are fucking 5'5". And so what you gonna say? Well, girl, you're big enough. You can fight back. You're a big bitch. Like what? So now, like I said, it's getting into you assuming what you would do, or you're shaming. Like, this is what this bitch should have done. Oh, well, he's not gonna check Laverne. But why would he? Why would he though, bitch? Why would he? Will Smith ain't no fool. Why would he? If he's a butch queen like I say he is, girl, then he's not gonna check a femme queen. He's not gonna check a trans woman if he's a butch queen. If you don't know what butch queen is, that's a masculine gay man. If he is a butch queen, he wouldn't dare do that because, I mean, he's a punk. Check another butch queen. Check Dwayne Wade. Bitch, how about that? If that's really the tea. So like I said, for her to be so fucking low and gutter butt, like I always knew the fucking trash that she was when I started watching her months ago, Okay, now she just really showing her trashy ass colors, bitch. Then it's like, girl, I like I said, I see it. You're really bothered by the girls. You really can't see it for the trans woman because bitch Laverne Cox slay you all day, every day. No tea, no shade. Sit Laverne Cox right there by Lovely T. And once again, I'm not attracted to trans women. I'm not attracted to effeminate men like that. Okay, so we're gonna go both spectrums. Okay. You sit Laverne Cox side by side with Lovely T. I guarantee that the winner is gonna be Laverne Cox. And from my understanding, Laverne Cox haven't touched her face. So some people might say, well, yeah, she paid for that face. Well, a lot of women pay for their face too, girl. So you can pay for your face too, girl. No shade. One look like a turtle, one look like a ham hock. Bitch, we know that ham hocks are desirable in this country. Turtles are not. Girl, we like turtles as pets, but going into, turtles, anyway, let me keep it cute, girl. Let me keep it cute, girl. Let me keep it cute. Let me keep it cute, honey. Yes, honey, come on and finish, Joy. Yes, honey. St. Patty's Day was yesterday. It sure was. We had fun too, honey. That's what I said. We had a long day. St. Patty's Day was yesterday, girl. Okay, hello. The lady was like, what you got on you that's green? I said, I'm eating greens and I got green on me. And she said, what do you got? I pulled out a $5 bill. She said, okay. I said, yeah, honey. And my panties are green. She was like, show me. Bitch, I looked up and was like, what? Girl, what? Yeah, what type of party is this, girl? I'll show you my panties, girl. You got some money? Man, well, how much you got in your pocket? How much green you got on you for me to show you these panties, bitch? Girl, we don't show no panties for free, man. Girl, we don't do nothing like that for free, baby. How much money you got on you? Girl, I like my coin, girl. What? You want to see my panties? What you got? Girl, I don't mind showing my panties. So, man or woman, girl, how much money you got, ma'am? You gotta go, Mr. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Shay. Listen, and like I said, send me an email, Jay, and I will definitely send you a message back, okay? Because, girl, they be sitting here, girl. They be like, girl, this bitch just... And I don't give a fuck. But today is not that day, honey. Like, so send me that email, and I'm answer that question. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go, y'all. I'm definitely going to come back later to check out some samples of the Lucky Leprechaun oil and spray. Like I said, everything is pure. The basis of the spray is rose water, and of course I added other things into it. We know that rose, raises your vibrations and frequencies. Going into cleansing, I spray my cars. So I told y'all this before. My cars, my home, everything gets sprayed with Florida water and rose water every day. Sometimes multiple days. I spray my body. I spray my dogs. So yeah, and for years I've been doing this. So very, very good. It also smells good too. Anyway, I already sent it. Thank you so much, honey. Love and light, y'all. Y'all have a great day, okay? Y'all be good to yourself, honey. Be good. Stay positive, y'all. You can only manifest by being in a state of positivity. Being in any type of fear, negativity, you're not going to be able to manifest like that, okay? Raise your vibrations. Stay positive. We also going to be coming back here, if not today, tomorrow, with a Midnight Metanoia. Something came across my papers, or excuse me, my desk, and they're talking about there's a lot of tea. There's a lot of tea going on that we want to just kind of touch on and give our insight on, right? Can we do that? Can I share my Midnight Metanoia medicine with y'all? Give me a vote. Say yes or no, or type 1. And listen, if we get 10 votes, we'll do a Midnight Metanoia tonight. If we don't get 10 votes, we'll do Midnight Metanoia tomorrow or Monday, okay? Hello? Okay, y'all. Come on in here. Anyway, y'all take care, okay? Y'all love and light. Stay positive. Thank y'all so much for stopping by here, honey. It's good seeing all of y'all, honey. Yes, honey. Ow. Phoenix Joel. Yes, honey. 1. Okay. Well, we know for sure, Jay. Ow. We know you want to see that, honey. Ow. Come on in here. This way, y'all. Let me go. I got to go throw this big ass box. So I'm sitting there looking at this box and a styrofoam. This box of these styrofoam containers, girl. And I want to go out for everybody to start looking because they're going to say, the bitch got a what? Yeah, bitch, none of your fucking business, girl. Mind your business. Okay. Bye for now, y'all. See y'all again soon.